Many children have heroes as role models. As a kid, I identified Superman as my hero. He wanted what was good for everyone, and the way he flew gave me a sense of freedom. Boys are often told to choose powerful male role models to look up to, with the hope that they will make us stronger as men. However, as I got older and wiser, I began to realize this was not the case for me. My hero is not Superman. My hero is more than just a fictional character, and there are three of them. The first one is not a man of steel, but does have hair of steel. This hero is 5 feet tall and walks with a cane that has a sharp eye stopper as a weapon. Can you guess who it might be? I'm talking about my 86-year-old grandmother, and she is awesome. My other two heroes are also female, and they happen to look just like me. My older sisters, Frida and Freya. Yes, Frida, Freya, and my name is Freddy. I know, a lot of F letters in the family. All of these females are my heroes, and I believe that it's important for everyone to have big female role models in their lives. Personally, having females to look up to shaped me into the man I am today. When I was younger, I wasn't the easiest child to raise. I couldn't keep my feelings in check, which would often result in me getting angry easily. This only meant more trouble for me, and I was most definitely the child your mother did not want you to play with. My short temper came from me being a sore loser and incapable of accepting my failures, and as I started school, my problems didn't get any smaller. When I came home from school, I would spend a lot of time with my sisters and their friends, mostly because my mom forced my sisters to invite me into their games. Although my sisters were annoyed at me joining in on their playtime, it was super important to me. We didn't do girly stuff, but the approach was different than with boys. Thanks to spending time with my older sisters and their friends, I learned from a young age to communicate well with older people and the opposite sex. That is why I see them as role models. They're open-minded and open-hearted, and taught me to be so as well during a time when I was very much alone. Along with my troubles in school, I had a devastating loss that changed the course of my life. In the 3rd grade, I witnessed the death of my maternal grandmother while we were Christmas shopping. I was not only crushed at the loss of someone who was very dear to me, but also because I had such a close encounter with death at such a young age. This experience made me very unstable, and I needed a lot of help and guidance. My parents made me go to therapists to improve my mental state, but this just felt like pressure to me, although they just wanted the best for me. But I just wanted to feel normal again. I needed someone to lean on and ask for guidance, and although my sisters really helped me with my problems in the past, I could not open up to them about how this death was affecting me. During this time of chaos, I really enjoyed being with my other grandmother. We went to the movies, museums, ate crepes at her house, or went for long drives in her car listening to old Disney songs. I thought these were the best things ever because when I was with my grandmother, she treated me differently than everyone else. She didn't treat me like I needed help with everything or like there was something wrong with me. She just let me be. Spending time with my grandmother worked as a reset button to my everyday life. I could talk about anything with her without being judged or thought of in a strange way. We talked about everything from what girls I liked to how I felt about my other grandmother's death. In my family, we all rely on my grandmother's strength, thoughts, and opinions. She listens to everyone's viewpoint, and although she's sometimes a bit conservative, she keeps everything into perspective. She has so much life experience, and although she's old, she's not afraid to evolve. That is someone who I want to be and what I want to be in my life. Having women such as my sisters and my grandmother as role models taught me to be more honest, social, sensitive, and open about my feelings. As columnist Lynette Lopez said in a Business Insider article, there's a greater degree of sensitivity and listening skills in boys who grow up with sisters. Studies show that when you pair people up from 5 to 15-minute conversations as if they were on a speed date, the males who grew up with sisters tend to do better than the males who grew up with brothers or as only children. This is because they've learned how to easily socialize with girls from a young age. Other things women teach men are intimacy, equality, respect, and generosity. For me, it was and is still super important to have my sisters as role models because they've taught me how to understand and accept other people as they are. if for no other reason than for the sake of getting a better date in the future. As a takeaway from this talk, I want you to remember this. It is often discussed that a boy should have a strong male figure in their lives. But from my experience, strong female role models are just as crucial for a boy's upbringing as they are for a girl's. And for all the women out there who feel like you don't have a strong female role model in your lives, try to be one for someone. Because there just might be some little boy who needs you very, very much. Thank you.